Yep.
We can always make Discord work. That's all I'm going to say.
I could invite y'all to my Discord server.
He's got one.
I mean, you can set one up for free, so I did a long time ago.
Yeah. While he
I'm on Discord.
talks down, he has one.
Never use it.
Yeah, I've got one that I use only on occasional with certain game groups, which will be a lot more popular now because everybody's going to be using it probably. And whenever the virtual conventions happen. Like back in the way old times of COVID when everybody had virtual conventions instead of, showing up to a con.
So, Jim, question.
What you got?
We can spend story points for more than just upgrades, right? We could spend a story point to do something thematic to the story, right?
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
Uh-oh, somebody's planning something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I had this plan ready 4 weeks ago.
Oh, everybody remember where we left off? You're hunting a certain spy of a noble family. Super cool sword that may or may not be in his possession.
Nope, we already confirmed it's in his possession.
Coming into the casino and then having a slight hiccup when someone tries to bring a long rifle into a casino and says, "This is really my freeze ray," and they're like, "We don't get it. It's a big gun."
It's a pistol. It says it uses light, but whatever. I got a pistol that's really big too, so.
That's what
but it's still a pistol.
It's got vials and containers and many funky things that they do not want in their casino.
I'd chill drinks with it. I mean, what the heck? And then they won't let you leave when you try to walk out and leave with being polite. They don't like being polite, I guess.
Well, they did politely ask you to leave originally, and you said no.
Oh, I tried to talk to them and reason with them.
I love how you're attempting to make yourself sound like you're the one who was
I'm a victim.
You're the
I'm a victim of the man.
Jesus.
Hey man, how about clearing that pool?
There you go. Wanting that dice pool clear. It's only going to end up bad for you. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Now, just because I can't properly verbalize myself, it's not my fault.
The pool is cleared.
Here we go.
And I totally.
Oh,
it's okay.
Ooh, so much darkness.
I got what we need. A few more light would be good, but I got us what we need.
Hey, all right, we're tied again.
Yay.
Balance in the force. I think we have one more roll to go, right?
Yeah.
And we're no longer.
Welcome to the party, Jeff. You're not making us feel bad.
5 dark side and 3 light side. Oof.
Sounds right.
Obviously, the shit is hitting the fan. As you guys are spread all across the casino. We've got, one of you guys over here by the lifts. One of you guys over here checking out the target. And some huts. One of you outside at the door banging, saying, "Let me in, let me in." The other one saying, "Let me out, let me out."
And there's a whole massive crowd of people out here.
Hey, and we have a Mr. Body too.
And there's somebody that was going around at the side door, I believe, around here, right?
Yep. So are we starting off with initiative?
So yeah, go ahead and roll some initiative. That would be handy.
Cool or vigilance?
This is gonna totally be. I will let you pick
I'm gonna go with
Excellent.
whether you're being
I get a better
calm,
shot.
cool, and collective, or you're just being very vigilant for the craziness going on.
Yeah, I'm standing by for whatever the hell might happen with these crazy
Nice.
people.
Nice.
Them hut
Because I've been
planets.
listening to this bullshit.
These crazy hut planets are always problems.
Yep.
Stop gaslighting me, Jesus. Oh, there's a scene in a book. Shit.
I just finished reading the first War Horses book, Chevalier. Any of you guys read that?
No.
No.
Oh.
Ring a bell.
It's good. I enjoyed it. It's not, it's a pretty light read. Not too big of a book. Only like 200 pages. But it's basically mechs.
Yeah, I've been reading through the Honor Arrington
Oh yeah. Honor
series.
Harrington. How
That's
do you
always a good
like
one.
it?
Was going for it real good for a while, and then kind of took a break from reading. Been busy, and then kind of trying to pick it back up. One book, I don't know, 3, 4, something. I don't remember.
Hey, as long as you're having a good
Have
time.
they got? I think what 3 is Planet Grayson with the Mormons stuff.
Well, yeah, the book.
Either 2 or
the
3
book I'm
because
in,
it happens to be quick.
I think it's 3 or something, but I'm at, yeah, I'm basically where she went to claim her homestead
Okay.
on Planet
It's
Grayson.
been a while since I've read it.
Yeah, I can't remember if that's 3 or 4, but
it's
yeah, she goes
a while
to
ago.
get out of the heat of all the politics and claim her homestead that she was given by them. So, yeah, it's good. I like it so far.
I'm reading another series by Weber that it's the first book is called Out of the Dark. And
Did you read the second one, Into the Light?
Yep, I just finished that, and To Challenge Heaven is starting tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. When they switched, I listened to it on audio and they switched to readers and it was terrible. The storyline is interesting, like the plot shift where it
Yep.
goes from being a sci-fi to being a fantasy was weird. I was really impressed because I did not see it coming.
Yeah, I read Out of the Dark or when it came out, and then realized that there's more books in the series. I might as well read them. So I reread that, and if you know what you're looking for, there are some really subtle foreshadowing that it's coming. Like specifically when the guy the fantasy elements, the name he gives is historically accurate to be his brother. So if you actually like are really into it, you'd go, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
Another
not
series.
expecting it.
Here's another series that's really good. I think the first one's called Oath of Swords. Fantasy. It's really good.
Oath of Swords.
I think that's what it. Where the gods use these champions to
The War God series.
Yeah, that's it.
It'll be a while.
All right.
I think I still got a bunch to go.
So, Chaff, why don't you double time it over to Bram? He's got eyes on the target. And on the way, see if you can find a fire alarm to pull.
Interesting.
Fire alarm?
Yep.
All right, so that's my plan. Come. Hey, my thing looks weird.
Okay.
Hang on.
Go ahead and give me a vigilance or perception to see if you can spot some kind of alarm system.
So actually,
Jump
before
on.
you do, let me go first and let me double move so I can get into position. Where's that ruler? There's 550, 60, so I can get up to right there.
All of you guys inside the casino are seeing security coming to this doorway and this doorway.
Mm-hmm. Well, the
I'm-
things have already come down. The
shield.
Yeah,
the shields have already come down.
that's a lot of people for just one little guy.
Mandalorian armor.
Whatever.
After somebody was already told, keep an eye out, there's Mandalorians looking for me. I'll make it worth your money.
Only 6'1". Not big. Very lanky.
Okay. So
All
who's
right, so
going first?
I did. I double
So you're-
moved to over on the side of the building.
You're
Yep.
double timing it around the side of the building in full tactical gear.
Yep.
Oh, tactical gear. It's a daily wear for Mando. It's like pajamas. I didn't
Okay,
ask for
so
your opinion.
Who's going next?
I am going to see, like, I'm looking to see if I have anything special, and I don't.
You are something special. How about that?
Like, special K. Okay. So perception, you said?
Or vigilance.
Perception or vigilance? In the slightly loud, noisy, distracting place.
Well, there we go.
Okay. If there is some kind of fire alarm or panic button, you don't quite see it. It must be very, very cleverly hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's so
Clever.
many advertisements and flashing lights. I mean,
Yep.
Bram,
As you look in that direction, all of a sudden lasers are flashing from the local disco ball.
oh god.
Bram, you
Yeah.
can back her up on looking for that. Just don't lose sight of the target.
Mm-hmm.
How far is it that we can move? It's 30 feet.
You can
60
go
if-
roughly.
If you double move.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
double move in a casino. They're going to stop looking at the front door and start looking at me.
That's
You
okay.
see a
The
Mandalorian
other
start
Mando
marching
in
through the
armor that's
facility,
being
they might
suspicious.
stick out.
All right.
So it's 30?
30
It's
then, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
30 to just walk casual.
So I'm going to make it to there.
Okay, so you're gonna casually come walking towards the front.
Yep. Well, because if I come this way, then I'm going to be like getting too close to this hut here. And I'm worried that if I get too close to him, his bodyguard people are going to jump me. So my plan, where's my ruler? My plan is to come here like this and then go across like this, and then, kind of down and over, and then across. I've already got my eyes on my little buddy over here. My buddy. And so I'm just trying to casually make it over there.
Totally doing the Bram. I got your back.
Yeah. Like, Bram, I'm on your 6. I'm on my way.
Okay.
Bram, I've got your back. I've got your way, 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 way back.
Excuse me, it's only 2
Okay,
ways. Stop
Sherman.
being so jerky.
The Wayback Machine there.
So, Dizo, a gentleman in a very nice armored suit. It looks more suit than armored, but you can definitely tell it's thick, padded, plated. he is stepping forward. He came from a unseen turbo lift in this area here, and
Oh.
he's got the one hand out calmly saying, "Sir, I need you to relax." The other hand inside his suit, he's got a blaster on his side belt there. I am
Never in the history of histories has
You need to
telling
be
someone
telling
to
your
calm
other
down.
people to relax. I'm already relaxed. I just want to walk out.
Well, you're
Like
the
I
one
was asked
banging on
to.
the door to get out. We need you to step away from that door. There's some kind of disturbance happening outside. Your outburst is making our patrons very upset.
Outburst. I've been polite and quiet.
So you're locking the doors that caused the outburst.
Yeah.
I need you to take off your weapons and put them on the floor.
Oh.
Well, it's not my turn, so I can't do anything yet. So
And do you seem to be implying that you will be putting your weapons on the ground?
I'm standing there calm, like I've been standing.
The
But
look
do
of
you-
complete disbelief is not conveying his plan.
So in your helmet and armor, are
I
you
shook.
pantomiming that you're dropping your weapon? Yes or no?
Well, it's not my turn. I can't move.
But is it a yes or a no?
Body
Um,
language. What's
It's
your
just a
body language?
yes, Dave. You're making the motions.
I'm looking like that might happen, but
Okay. So he does not pull his blaster out, and he kind of eyeballs his security force to not get too close to you. So who's
just
going
stand
next?
there with my hands out.
Bram.
Yeah, I'll go next. And yes, I'm going to also give this place a hairy eyeball for, panic buttons or fire alarms or something. That'll be a perception.
Yes, it would.
Okay,
Don't forget,
is my
you got 3 light side points. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Calm down.
all right.
Slow your roll.
Now we've got 4.
Now we have balance in the force.
Yes. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
You don't
How bad was
seem-
your perception?
You don't seem to notice anything in regards to
Oh.
alarms or fire alarms, but you notice something. Something
Recall
unrelated to what you were looking for.
It says recall additional information associated with the object noticed. You remember that fire alarms exist. I recall that places like this are supposed to have them on the wall.
All of a sudden, the server woman that walked by you gave you a very a visor full of something to look at, and totally gestured the call me. What would you like for your 3 advantage? I mean, think about it. You could even just use them if you want to say that you're just blending in and not sticking out in the crowd.
A wise idea.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so Bram is keeping cool and not sticking out in full Mandalorian armor.
Dave, how's your perception? You think you could pull off seeing a fire alarm next to the door?
Well, I mean, it would be a little obvious if I'm reaching and pulling a
Yeah,
fire
but
alarm.
you pull the fire alarm, and then I enact my plan, and then you blend into the crowd. I mean, I was kind of hoping that one of the two of them would be able to do it.
Nah, why bother?
So
One-
judgy.
Jim, we
judgy.
really need to implement those dice that I sent to the group. Dang it! Because I swear I saw Golda roll a triumph.
I explained a triumph. That's the same thing, right?
Now, you should tell Kelly about those dice because she was not on the Facebook chat.
So
Oh.
Kelly, I found this wonderful picture that I sent to the Facebook. It's basically a set of D&D dice, and they're all blank.
Blank.
They're all
Oh,
blank.
wait a minute. Is this the one where you have to use the little light on them?
No, there's no light on them. The description above the picture reads, trauma-free dice do not evoke a sense of failure. The lack of capitalistic numbers convey side equity. After rolling, the PC informs the storyteller what they feel like the number should be.
Natural 20! That's funny.
Alright. What's the red? Are those force fields or doors or whatever?
Those are the force fields. Yep.
Okay. And we have people all over here, it looks like, right? Here.
Yeah, you got a group.
Here.
Group of security guys there. Group of security guys there.
And what's that?
That's the receptionist, the number 2.
Okay.
And the gentleman in the nice suit is the red circle.
And what's this here?
What's what?
The 0 and the 1.
Those are some people behind the wall in the office there that you haven't gotten close enough to really get an eyeball of, but they definitely look like employees.
They're behind the desk there.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So who's going next?
I am. So I am basically going to double move over to here.
Someone just shared an image.
Isn't it so
Oh,
Kelly
that-
could see it?
Oh, that's
Oh.
so cool.
Okay.
I wanted Kelly to see him and have it.
Thank you.
So our red Mandalorian is double timing it to the side of the building after starting a small riot.
Yep.
Technically, I started the riot and then
Well,
left.
I claimed it.
As your possible employer says, "Wait, Red Warrior, where are you going?"
I'm going to see if I can get you in through another entrance.
Stay there in case they
Oh,
open it.
Excellent, excellent. If you can get this door in, I will reward you richly. I will let you sit at my side while I gamble credits.
Oh, what an honor!
I know, right? and you keep banging on this door until they open it. And some of his entourage are banging on the door saying, "Let us in, let us in, let us in."
Are you talking? Did I lose everybody?
Nope. I'm just being very
Oh, okay.
silent after that.
It went really quiet, and I'm like, and you like were clicking, so I'm like,
I'm ominously moving the two groups forward on their turn
okay.
as the security guys totally do the whip and pull out their little stun batons.
Kelly, where are you? Did you go?
She
You're up-
moved.
Oh, there you are. I see you. I
Yeah,
see you.
I'm right
Thank
here.
you.
She's outside and she's running to catch up with the other Mandalorian running
Yeah.
around the building.
Yeah, she's
I
just in the
couldn't get all the
dark.
way in sight.
She's in the DE of Kitty Boy.
Yeah, I found her.
And if you like this map, you too can find more at patreon.com/kittyboy.
Right?
Way to go for the product sponsorship there, baby. So that leads us to last but not least.
Yeah.
What is Dizo doing at the entrance there?
Alright, I'll see if I can see a fire alarm. Since nobody else could find one. Maybe they have one at the entrance.
We see your exaggerated look to the left and your exaggerated look to the right in your helmet. And you get an upgrade to stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
Mm-hmm. Ready?
Yep, your pool is ready.
Oh my God! Finally.
So there is, in fact, a big red panic button on two walls.
Okay.
It is here and here.
Okay. All right, let's look here. So I don't need that.
You still have up to 2 maneuvers you can do.
Yeah.
And those 2 threats, I'm totally gonna give them a blue dice when they go.
All right.
You're looking around, look awful lot like not putting your weapons on the ground.
All right. Let's see. What's that look like? I'm sure that's plenty close, but yeah. I don't need to spend anything. I will dash over here. And I will punch the button.
Conveniently, the button has a little cover over it that requires a maneuver to open up so someone doesn't just lean up against it.
How about if I just smash it with my elbow
So
as a maneuver?
I'll give
Jim,
you
I
that.
just spent a story point there. When the fire alarm is pressed, all external doors on the ground floor open.
Can't hold people in when the fire or
Right.
emergency's happening.
Yep.
I was gonna
That'd
say,
be
you
against
think
code.
Nar Shaddaa cares about that?
Come on.
Fire codes.
You think there's hut fire codes?
I mean,
They're
I
basically just a mafia type organization. They still have to have some codes, and we don't want people locked into our casino when there's a potential fire because that would be bad for business.
So I will give you that the front entrance does in fact unlock. But I can't justify that the casino has all the doors open up, especially ones
Automatically.
specifically locked so thieves don't run out the side door with casino money.
But it's a casino. They don't use real money anymore. They use tokens.
No, they
Yeah.
use credits here.
Okay.
Platinum.
Well, that
No.
fucks my plan.
Oh, you just got to figure out how to get in that door on the side now.
I mean, there's ways to get indoors. It is Star Wars.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Shoot the door.
And get 3 advantage. Boom, door opens. Not a problem.
Good point. Good point.
Oh wait, was the door already open? If so, the door closes.
Right?
Okay.
But we got
so
the mob outside trying to get in, so haha.
you go out and you come by and you smash the little protective shield that keeps anyone from just casually bumping into it. And immediately the fire alarm starts to go goop, 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 and the lights start flickering and flashing even more obtrusively. Yes, we now have 2 black dice to any perception or vigilance check. And all the security folks
Oh, wait a
just saw
second.
you.
There's
Yeah.
a black die on that?
Yeah, when you guys have been doing vigilance, you've been rolling a black die.
Hold on. See if my thing.
Hey, Jim,
Yeah?
you should
It
actually
says-
be removing that black die.
From me.
No, from all of us.
I have
Because-
infravision.
Because you all have really cool helmets that you've been not telling me about.
Yeah.
I'm
The one
no
that you
longer
told us
being
we
nice.
had.
You guys
It
have
re-
to keep track of that stuff now.
Yeah, I didn't know that we were getting a black because of that, or I would have
Neither
right
did
away.
I.
Because it removes up to 2 black added to all perception, vigilance, and combat skills due to environmental factors.
Uh-huh. But that was
Darkness.
for you guys to remember now.
Oh, I remembered it. I just, like I said, I didn't know we were. I mean, I didn't even make a vigilance check, but yeah,
Because you're
Or
not in the
perception
casino
check.
distracted yet. That's what it was.
right.
Taking 2 strain for an extra maneuver and 1 strain to do sidestep. So
So weren't
Yeah, that's my
you
turn.
taking a second maneuver to break the glass?
oh, I guess it was, wasn't it? All right,
Yeah.
whatever. That's fine.
I mean, it was a good payoff. You got the alarm going whoop, 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 whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Well, and the door opens, so that means people are flooding in.
Yep.
All the writers.
I need me some tokens.
All the angry peoples that want to go into the casino.
Hey, they can get in now.
Yep.
Well, they can't get to the casino floor, but
Oof,
wow,
picture.
it's a big guy.
Oh Jesus, he's huge.
Mon-
Good thing.
Mongo.
Him too. My goodness.
Jesus.
The good thing is they're not going to make it through the door. It's too big or too small.
Say Mongo or what?
Twins, triplets. Oh my goodness, quadruplets.
Hey, it's a bunch of Jance girls trying to get in. They're late for their floor show.
What's that anime? Quintessential
Let's see, which
quintuplets.
one?
That's what it was. Yep.
So, needless to say, with your deceptive, I'm putting my weapons down, then you look to the left, look to the right, and you dive for the alarm and smash your elbow into it. Security chief is totally going to shoot you.
Okay.
I mean, that tracks.
This whole
He's also wearing
I am
Beskar.
surrendering and you smash the alarm. He's annoyed by that.
Well, I'm annoyed by them. I just wanted to walk out. So I'm gonna
And,
break something.
What is your range defense?
Range defense is uno.
Is 1, okay. As the distracting lights are doing their thing.
So who's shooting me?
The security chief, the guy who was talking to you in the
Oh,
nice
okay.
suit, that was being all polite and wanting to be a cooler. Instead, you're making him have to be a heater. And
I was being polite and it wasn't working, so I had to change strategies.
he
I've
shoots at you
yeah,
and misses.
he does.
What would you like for the 3 threats? Wait a minute.
Crit fail.
Where are those purple coming from? Hold on a second.
From
Get
cheating,
two extra-
Jim. They're
two
coming
extra
from
purple
cheating.
dice.
It is a lot
Those
of
So,
4 purple were basically karma for you adding black dice to our vigilance checks that shouldn't have been there.
Ho, ho,
Well, he's
ho.
got 3 black dice on his own roll, so
Well, he's got 2
on
because
top
of the
of 4.
distracting alarm
Yeah.
and 1 because of your armor. So ignore 3 of those purple dice since you're at short range. So you have 1 threat. What would you like for the 1 threat?
We'll give it black.
Okay, giving him a black dice.
Yeah.
Okay, and for that
Oh,
triumph, he missed you when he fired on stun bolt.
Yep.
And the reason he missed you is because the shot went just shy of your elbow and hit the fire alarm and immediately shorted it out, shutting off the fire alarm.
Nice. Touche.
And you do notice that the stun bolt goes into the panel there and burns it out.
Well, that's more work for them. I only just kind of crushed the button a bit.
And the 2 nice receptionists here that were all nice and pleasant-ish get very scared that the Mandalorian is behind the counter. And they both look at each other, look at you, look at the security chief, and they both reach over and push big red buttons on their consoles. Because they're not combatants. They're not going to fight no Mandalorian. So you guys see
They're
the
calling for
fire-
a mandatory meeting.
So for a brief second, the rest of you see that the fire alarm goes off and then it abruptly shuts off. And there's some gunfire going on in the front there. As you guys who are outside, you notice that the doors must have opened up because like some of the crowd just pooped inside, and the crowd kind of disappeared for a second and started cheering that they made their way in. And it is the top of the order. When the alarm went off, quite a few people are getting concerned and like grabbing their winnings and sliding them towards themselves, looking for trays to put their credits on so they can get the hell out of here. You hear in
All right, so
a couple different languages, mainly Falleen, Galactic Common, and Hadith, that there is a fire in the casino. Please do not panic. Please leave in an orderly manner or stay seated.
Okay, that's what I've been trying to do.
And then
Leave
the
in an
alarm
orderly
quickly
manner.
shuts off.
all right, so I'll go next. Unless you want to go next.
Well, so casino
Yeah.
entrance, so large entrance, right?
Yep, you should go next. I
So,
can
like,
go.
Big
I can go
doorways.
after you.
Yeah, big doorways and all that good stuff. Yeah.
The entrance is 2 doorways that now have a mob of people pushing in. It's like Black Friday at Walmart.
Okay. Tall doors, or how tall's the entrance?
They're like, your typical grocery store size doors,
All right. Well, that didn't help. Unless I can
The
jump
fact
through
that
them.
there's a wall of people, there's not enough space. You could try to push through them, but just know it will be difficult, and you may not make your success and may get pushed back
Oh, no, I
by the
was
mob.
looking for like large, tall doors that were, taller than the people. So, and these barriers are still up in the back.
Oh yeah, the barriers are definitely still up.
All right. Well,
Izo feels very lonely, and then he looks around and realizes he is in fact not that lonely.
so there's just the one duder here.
So no, there's two people there, but that's an actual wall that's there with doors.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a desk. Okay.
There's little doors to get in that office.
Really didn't want to have to shoot anybody, but you guys better get the target while I'm causing all this ruckus. All right. I might as well shoot the guy if I have to.
Which guy are
I
you
mean,
shooting? There's quite a few
they've brought it on. I didn't want to have to do this. Well, I'm gonna shoot the lead dude.
Okay.
That might slow things down.
Kind of feels like you did want to do this.
What's that?
But it kind of feels like you did want to do this.
No, I stayed calm and polite and tried to walk out, but they forced my hand. So, all right. Let's go ahead and shoot the dude. Short range.
Okay, go ahead and take your shot.
You got the upgrade?
Got the upgrade.
All right. Really?
Damn. Actually, go
Fine.
ahead and re-roll that because I forgot to take my upgrade out.
Ah.
It's supposed to be a purple dice, not a red dice.
All right. Ready?
Yep.
If he has to.
Wow.
Consistency,
right.
if nothing else. So you fire off your freeze ray rifle, and your beam hits the counter right in front of the guy, and it just like coats it with ice. And one of the receptionist here goes, "See, that's why rifles aren't allowed in here."
All right. I'm gonna. Oops.
You are not going to be able to push past the crowd, by the way.
That's okay, but I'm in the middle of the crowd, so. I am now in the middle of all the people coming through and coming in.
Wow, that's all I'm going to say is wow.
Well, they want to go crazy and shoot at all their people, then that's on them.
Okay, so who's
Just trying to leave.
next? Dizo fires off the freeze ray and runs for the door.
I'm going to go next because I'm just going to get further into position.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you double move, you can basically get ahead of me even. Yeah, then on my turn, I'll see about opening that door.
As you guys are hustling, running your ass, outside the building.
Yeah, you guys should be all good because they're all up here with me.
Oh. Look at that.
I made it to here. Right? Let me count it out. Because all I'm doing is moving.
We're going to delete that group of 6 and that group of 6.
So right there.
But they disappeared.
They're right there.
Oh,
There are 4 groups of 3 that are ready to start beating the crap out of Dizo. What is your melee defense?
1. How rude. Person just wanted to leave.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
What you got for your melee defense there?
1.
1?
See.
Okay. Alrighty. So, the first group whip out their fists, and you notice they've got knuckles on their hands as they're gonna just start beating the crap out of you. As a group of 12 Aqualish thugs are just beating on you, taking turns.
Well, at least
So
we called them what they are. They're not security. They're thugs, which is accurate. So.
And you took the time to notice that their hands have knuckles.
Here's the first 3. So they're going to hit you for 6 points and provide a blue dice to their allies.
Is this what's the damage type?
And it's going to be wounds. Since you discharged
Okay.
the firearm, they are not bothering with soak. With strain,
Okay.
I mean. So do you take a point of damage?
I did take 1 point.
Go ahead and roll a crit for that triumph. These are professional knee breakers. See how I'm trying to like tempt the
Low
crit
numbers.
to say you break a leg?
I still already have a crit that hadn't been healed yet, so.
Holy
Nice.
crap.
Really? Is that
Okay.
like just set for me that I'm going to get that one every freaking time I roll a crit now?
Okay. So then comes the second
I just
group.
like healed that one.
You're gonna have to go visit the medic again. Here comes the second group as I say it slowly a second time to see if anybody was flipping any points.
It's your trick knee from college.
Apparently.
As apparently that group is too busy fumbling over the first group to actually do anything effective other than giving the third group an upgrade and a blue dice. As they're pushing people out of the way so they can beat the crap out of you. Here is the third group with an upgrade and a blue dice.
There's no blacks for all the people mobbed around me.
No, you're at the edge of the crowd. It's not that big of a crowd.
Okay.
You weren't able to push into the crowd to disappear yet. And the third group is going to get you for 7 points and 2 advantage. You know what? They're gonna give you that disorient 3.
What's that do?
So for 3 rounds, you're gonna have a black dice for any actions.
Okay. All right, last group.
Okay. Last group's the cockiest of them all. Hits you for 5 points.
Jesus.
And does nothing.
But still, they're
As Dizo's just hearing these brass knuckles on Mandalorian armor going ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
I took a whole 3 points.
For 3 rounds, you've got disorient.
Yep.
Okay. Who's going next?
Me.
That's right. Bozo can't shoot at me now.
I am going to move over there, and I'm going to shoot the door. Or the control panel for the door.
I was gonna say, I smirk that you're thinking the security man is afraid to shoot into a crowd of customers. So you're going to shoot the door, hoping to get some advantages, I take it.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and take your shot. Are you aiming, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay.
And you got my
Take
upgrade?
your shot. Yep, I got your upgrade, and I got a blue against the single purple. Come on, how can you not roll a buttload of advantages on this?
Hey, man.
Have you seen the dice rolls?
It's April Fool's, and have you seen the dice rolls? Exactly right.
I mean,
How do I roll the
challenge
same?
accepted.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Like you blew a hole through the door or the panel.
I guess the door's open. Ah.
16 points of damage on the door. Okay, so I don't see 3 advantages there, but I do see a triumph. Would you like for the door to blow up on the panel and the shield to drop and the door to snap open?
Pretty much exactly what I was thinking, yeah.
How did you guess?
I mean, I was reaching and I guess I guessed correctly. So at that exact moment, you shoot the panel with your carbine. There's an explosion on the panel on both the inside and the outside. The shield
I'm
goes.
just kidding. I didn't really shoot the door. It's April Fool's Day. I really shot Talek. Anyway, so the door, does its thing.
The door snaps open and the shield drops. And as everyone at this table here turns around to see what the fuck just happened as the wall panel exploded.
Now, I would like to remind you that roughly half that table is not there because all the, what are the Black Sun were called back to their rooms.
This is true. So are you going to take some strain for a second maneuver, or are you good to go?
Am I pretty much blocking the door there, or maneuver wouldn't give me another shot, so. Nope, I'm just posting up right there in the door.
Okay, so are you to the side of the door like it looks like you are, or are you actually in the doorway blocking it?
I think I'm gonna stay to the side of the door.
Okay.
So that I'm not an open shot should he decide to turn around and start shooting.
Fine, you gotta
Okay.
let you be able to get in and do something.
Who's going next? As this hut inside goes, whoa, gonga wonga. Puts his big wobbly arms on the table and slides winnings that are not his into his winnings pile and just looks at the players.
Oh, and my speech action, remember to use stun.
As all of a sudden there's this loud vibrating sound.
Right? What?
What the hell?
Obviously, on like the 4th
Imperial
or 5th
cruiser
floor of
coming
this
over.
building, somebody's leaving their patio on a hover vehicle, getting the hell out of here.
Bram, you have yet to go this turn, right?
Right. And my action is not much. I'm keeping an eye on our target, and
the back door has just been blown open, and I just said make sure to use stun.
Yeah, there's no keeping
Hint,
an eye.
hint.
Now's
Yeah.
the time to act, and
Yep.
Gotcha. Sorry.
otherwise I'll be leaving, and you're gonna have like possible other attention.
You
Gotcha.
totally just saw an explosion on the panel here, and the red shield disappear.
Right. With that, yes, I will stun shot our target.
Oh, so you're gonna kind of come around the door here so you can see him over here?
Yeah, I will take a.
Take a little sneaky peeky.
And I don't know, but remember you had that targeting lock on him, so I don't know if that gives you any bonuses.
Yes, thanks for reminding me about that. I had forgotten. Yes, I do have a tracking lock on him.
And what does that do?
I don't know. You told me I had it.
It doesn't
On
look
your
like
armor.
like it does anything for combat. It just upgrades the ability of checks to track a designated target once. So
Keeps them from slipping away from you.
yep.
Okay. So I will flip a light side.
Oh, you wanted an upgrade on that there shot.
I do.
Why not?
All
Okay.
right. So with my weapon set to stun, if my pool is ready.
Now, are you taking 2 strains since your weapon was still holstered? Or do
I
you have
will.
quick draw?
I will take 2 strain. Alrighty.
He looks back at the exploding door, then turns around to collect his winnings and sees the Mandalorian pulling a weapon out. Go ahead and take your shot when you're ready. That was not that effective of bad dice.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're hitting him for 9 points before soak.
Those
10.
like 10
10.
before soak.
I mean, at least that's unless that's new math.
I had to try. What can I say?
It's how you got there, not that the answer is correct or not. So that's the important part.
Okay. So you hit him with a stun bolt as he goes, ah! Obviously looking at you right in the visor. And he just snarls as you see his hands kind of tased for a second as he drops his credits. Father did send Mandalorians after me.
Not father. He was the security guy that was dating the princess.
Yeah.
Using the princess. I mean, unless they're incestuous.
Unless they're, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not have that a part of our story because that's gross.
No, but remember, her father's the one that hired you guys to get the sword back.
Her father, yes, not
And
his
that's
father.
that's what he's referring to of the father.
You didn't
Yeah.
say the, you just said father.
Right.
As if
So,
Jim said this after me. Father sent this after me. So we were like, what?
I can see it either way.
Okay, so he's gonna do something.
I wish he would.
He's gonna do a thing.
I'm sure it's a good thing too.
It's totally a good thing.
Well, it's a thing.
What's a matter of opinion?
Oh. Got nobody in medium range to do that with. That sucks.
Aw.
So he is going to look at
No
the
dance
open
partner?
door that's almost too good to be true.
See,
But he's going to reach into his coat and pull out his blaster and shoot Bram back.
that's more lethal than my freaking freeze ray.
You know what? He's going to aim as well. Bram, what's your range defense?
1.
And he's going to hit you for 9 points of damage with Pierce 2.
Ah, those damn Relbies. Love that gun, except for when it's in somebody else's hands.
Right?
All right, that means that it gets through 2 of my soak.
Correct.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So you subtract 2 from soak before applying the damage.
Yes. That is a total of 7 to me. Ow.
You got this.
Total of wait.
I'm reading that as 9 damage, and then
-3 because you have a soak of 5.
no, I have a soak of 4.
No,
Oh.
you have you should have a soak of 5.
Okay, well then
His
I've got
brawn
Unless-
is probably
Not
different than yours.
Unless I have a soak from something else, I might. But what is
Yes.
everybody else's soak?
Well,
I-
mine's
I
It
don't-
all
5
depends on your
because
brawn.
mine's 5 because of one of my. I think it's my jerry rig. No, not my jerry rig.
My soak is only 4.
Your armor master.
I have a soak of 6.
What?
Yeah. Armor master gives me a
Yeah.
5.
When wearing armor, the character increases his total soak value by 1.
And
yes. I do not have armor master, and I have the
What's your brawn? Your brawn's what? 3?
I think, yeah.
Well, you think or you know.
Well, I've got to put,
It's a secret.
It
It's
should
a
be on your
secret.
character sheet. It should
Right.
not be that secret.
I have to go to the right tab that has them.
Skills.
No,
Skills.
my brawn is 2.
Okay, so 4 because the
Yeah.
armor's 2. So.
And
Yep.
he's gonna go ahead and take 2 strain to say, you know what? I'm gonna totally run out this open door that's so obviously it's not a trap. As he realizes there's 2 Mandalorians outside the doors, he runs past you going, oh, frack.
Yep.
So
What's the math? What's the math for
going-
wound threshold, guys?
What's the what?
What
The
is the
math?
math for wound threshold?
Your wound
What is
threshold
your
should be species based plus is it plus brawn?
Yeah, it should be like 9 to 11, somewhere in that range, plus your brawn number.
Yep.
Okay.
But it's based on what your species is.
Yep. Let me go find out what they have for my special species. Because I also bought several of my special abilities that burn.
Toughens.
Yeah,
Like
I bought
toughen
I bought
gives you
3. I bought 3 toughened.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
So
you
yeah,
are.
your target totally runs out the open door, realizing, holy shit, there's 2 Mandalorians sitting outside the door. I knew it was a trap.
If you're
Well-
using Ogdudes, if you just go to print your character real quick, I'll pull up and show you what
Yeah.
the calculation is.
Yeah, I just didn't have it open, but I'll go get
Yeah.
it now.
So who is going next?
Who's left to go this turn?
I think me. I think I'm still moving.
Yeah.
Natalia, right? Or Talos, I mean.
No, Chaff.
Oh.
Talc moved there to get caught up to me.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I'm still hustling. Actually, I'm gonna speed up.
Are you
So I'm
going to
gonna
double
be-
move?
Hustle.
Now
Yeah,
that your
I'm
partner
gonna-
fired his blaster off, it's time for the hustle.
Pretty much.
Do the
Time to
hustle.
ditty
Do.
Time to diddy mount. Get out.
And immediately the security chief here is going to get on his little comm cuff and he shouts out, I want anyone within a block wearing Mandalorian armor detained or killed if they don't surrender. No
Wow.
hesitation.
And I yell, "Suck it, Trebek!" as I run by.
And he yells at his crew over at Dizo to say, "Don't let him leave." And these two receptionists are totally getting nonstop communications on their little headphones. The side door's been opened up. Additional security forces are being summoned. And then there's general panic in this area here as people are getting their stuff and leaving, pushing past our two little Mandalorians. So, top of the order.
Pick me.
Who's going first?
I will. Stun blasting our boy. Damn it. I was just scrolling up to do it. All right, you ready for me?
Are you aiming?
Of course I'm aiming.
Okay, then I am ready. I have a blue dice in there for you.
Oh.
Oh no. Bad timing on that.
So
not that there's a good time, but really bad timing.
13 points of damage.
13 points of damage. 13 points of damage.
Whoa.
So, what does it look like when he is full on running
Oh.
and you whip your weapon out and you shoot him to the ground on stun?
Nice. So he basically just face plants and drops the sword. I'm assuming he picked up the sword from the table and didn't just leave it there.
Yep.
Okay.
Probably.
And for that despair.
Uh-oh. The hell was that thing?
Right? It's a Wookiee.
Right? Yeah, we don't want that.
All of a sudden, you hear the roar of someone seeing you shoot his friend, or I should say his employer at this point. And there's a angry looking Wookiee looking at the two of you guys for shooting his boss.
Nice.
Kenny.
Oh.
You bastard. Can I spend the 2 strain to get a move?
To take an extra move there, if you've aimed, yeah, you can totally take 2 strain and get a move.
Yep. All right. Cool. Damn it! Didn't want to move under him. I'm basically standing over his body.
Oh, over his body. That doesn't make it sound even worse.
Right? Oh yeah, I don't give a shit about the Wookiee staring me down. I know that Talc's gonna shoot him up quick. And then Bram moves out the door and shoots him, and boom.
Boom.
Wookiee ain't got long to live.
Wow, somebody's just cocky here, aren't they?
Yep.
Let me see. I need somebody with 2 vigilance. Apparently, the cat is making the saddest meow ever, looking for someone to hang out with.
Hey guys, my computer did something really weird and I had to log out of the game and now it's not relaunching Roll20 for me. So I'm out, but I'll be in as quickly as possible.
Roger, Roger.
That's okay. It's buying me time to get in there and roll initiative for the Wookiee.
You can just put them at the bottom of the order. That's fine.
Well, there we go.
It's fair.
There's somebody with vigilance. And you needed somebody with 2 ranks of vigilance. There we go. That's a good place for him. Okay. So you shoot him down to the ground. You victoriously step over the corpse just as you hear the Wookiee roar
Well,
over
not
your
corpse,
shoulder.
but
I mean, that's the implication that you murdered him. So, you know. So who's going next?
I'm going next. And
I
I'm
would
using a
actually
light
like
side
to.
point.
I would actually like to get out before I get pommeled again.
yeah, I think it's safe to. It's
Okay.
fair to let.
Well, I selected a light side point, so
Well, that could be
It's
adjusted.
fair.
Give it back.
I can't. He has to.
Where
Would you
did my
like it
juice
back?
go?
Yes, please.
There you
There we
go.
go.
You got it back. So you're going to try to fight your way through this crowd. This crowd that is
You
strung
said
up
it's not
with
that big of a
such
crowd that he
a-
could shoot into, so it shouldn't be hard to move through.
Well, you're going to have to give me an athletics to push your way through this crowd.
Mm,
Somebody did a great job of pushing them up to fervor, to wanting to get in. So, like I said, Black Friday at Walmart.
mm.
Are you going to try to push your way through?
I guess if I have to. I mean, I
Okay.
can't coordinate. I can't do a coordination through weaving
I'll
through the
take a
crowd.
coordination. Yeah, I'll take a
Okay.
coordination if you want to do super slickness as
Yep.
opposed to muscling your way through.
Yep.
Go
All right.
ahead and make your roll when you're ready. Somebody just like totally puts a hand right in your helmet, pushes you, wanting you to go inside, which is where they want to go, not outside.
Yep. All right. Ready?
Too bad none of the thugs got their hands on you yet. Your pool is ready.
All right.
Upgrade and all.
Yep,
Doesn't matter.
upgrade and all.
Look at that.
Okay, so you're able to push your way through and make a full maneuver if you want.
A full. All right. So I
A
was
full
here. So that's like 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I'm not going to take an action. I am going to.
Oh, you did take an action. That was your athletics push past them.
Oh, that's true. So I'm going to take a second maneuver then. And I am going to, let's see.
As you hear the vehicles on the street.
Swear to you.
All right. So
That was
I'm
totally
going
Jeff.
to take 5 strain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 strain for my ability and 2 strain for the second maneuver. Oh, and a strain, I guess, for the frickin' action then. And then I am going to use my dense musculature. And I'm going to leap horizontally medium distance.
Oh.
So
Nice.
we're gonna see, boop, boop.
13 squares.
14. Or 6, right? So sorry. Yeah.
Yep.
So 12. Right. So.
Yep.
All right. Oops.
So you're going to leap that far through the air?
Yep. It's a forward leap. Medium range.
That's a powerful leap.
Yes, it is. Medium gravity, man. That's what happens when you grow up on a dense planet.
Okay, and as you do that, the Aqualists are going to try to fight through the crowd themselves. And they're not going to be able to get as far as you did with your craziness.
Because they're a mob trying to get to a mob. I'm just one little to slide through.
How did it go?
Just like that.
Okay. Do they even have athletics? They have coercion.
Similar.
One of these is not like the other. The first group is going to attempt to pursue you. Oh my god. The second group is going to attempt to pursue you. Oh my god. The third group is going to attempt to pursue you.
What the hell?
Jesus Christ. And then the fourth group is going to pursue you.
Wow.
Needless to
Yeah, but
say,
those are-
Dice away.
they lift up their bloody knuckles that have your scraped armor color on them, and the crowd just like olays away.
But that's 1 point of damage, 1 point of damage, 2 points of damage.
And then they're going to take a second maneuver, which will get them over to the M and the .com. As they are rushing behind you, seeing you fly through the air like Spider-Man.
Come on.
As you just hear the Aqualish yelling at you in Aqualish of, "Don't let him get away!" And who's going next?
Or no, Talik
Alish.
or Bram. You guys can decide.
I'm shooting the Wookiee.
That's so mean. Why is everybody shooting the Wookiee?
Pissing off
The
the
Wookiee
Wookiee.
wants to tear
It's
our
a-
arms off.
Are you going to aim for a blue dice?
Yes, I am.
I mean, it is a Wookiee. And it's a Wookiee almost within arm's distance.
Exactly. So, all right, are
And
you
it's
ready?
totally gonna go after your friend, and you're gonna intercede on his behalf.
You ready?
And yep, your dice pool is ready.
Yeah,
Nice.
baby.
Jeebus. Okay, so I can tell you, in fact, you do damage after his soak.
Well, yeah, because
And
it's a
I
Pierce
crit.
1.
But what should I use that triumph for, guys? I mean, I
Instead
got
of-
enough.
Instead of suffering wounds, disable them.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that sounds good. Well, no, I mean he should still take wounds as well. I
Well,
mean,
no,
I
I'm
did
looking at the actual, list of what you can use triumphs for, and one of them is target is disabled instead of suffering wounds or strain.
So basically, you shoot the hover vehicle over his head, you hit the engine, it sputters, and it lands on him in a way that doesn't kill him, but will temporarily take him out of play. And then you'll have a Wookiee stalking you forever.
Right?
Got a life debt.
bring it, Woogie. Okay, let's do that because then they can't. At least they'll be taken out of play for the.
Yep.
Okay, so you take a stray shot at a hover car that's floating by, and the driver loses control, and the Wookiee looks up at you with bloodshot, angry eyes, and then sees the shadow come over him as the hover vehicle smashes down on top of him, and you can hear the Wookiee like fighting against the weight of this hover vehicle, but he seems to, at least for the moment, be out of commission, and you still have 4 advantages to spend. You could always
Let me go
use
ahead and
3
get.
for a free maneuver to get to your victim.
That's point. I mean, It doesn't take two to carry him, but this way I can help protect.
Yeah, you're close enough though. I wouldn't waste it on that.
Then either I want the next person to go to get a blue and I'll take Stream back.
There you go.
Okay. So that way you're topped off from strain because you took a relaxing shot of not shooting the Wookiee, but shooting the Wookiee's friend. And let me get rid of the Wookiee's initiative slot that's coming right up. So who's going next? And Drill, are you saying anything since you dropped the guy?
Friendly reminder, it's Drish.
Drish?
Like
Yes.
Drish.
Tango down.
And yeah, I will totally, absolutely. Tango down. Sword is here. Let's move out.
Run away.
Exactly.
As you guys saw, your friend do this heroic massive leap down the street.
Yeah, we're gonna scoop up the guy and away.
Chaff and Bram, you guys are up still, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, if
And
you're grabbing,
the sword is secured?
The sword
the
is not
sword's on the
secured. It's
ground.
just it's basically laying right next to him at the moment.
As Chaff comes running out the door, you see the target down, a crashed hover vehicle on top of something that's grunting and growling and roaring.
Mhm.
You
I
totally
scoop
see
up
your
the
friend.
rifle and run, or the sword and
Okay,
run.
The sword. Okay,
It's a sword.
It is a sword. Yes.
So
You
I
officially have the sword.
pick it up and
I'll
hoof
give you
it.
the wrench.
I didn't realize it was laying on the ground next to him. So yeah,
Yep, it was
'cause
just
somebody
on the
said
ground.
somebody said they grabbed the body and started off.
Not
so
yet. I haven't. The body's still laying on the ground in front of me.
Yeah.
Fuck the
You just
body. I
said
want the sword.
target's down, so that's all we got at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you picking up the sword is a good thing, because that'll allow me to pick up the body my next turn.
And I'm
then,
gonna put it in my bag of holding, Jim.
Yeah. Well, technically picking up the person. It's not a body. He's still alive.
right.
It's still a somebody and not a body.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Okay, so needless to say,
well
who's
done.
coming up in the rear is the last person.
Oh,
Jeff.
and I'm also leaving the premises.
Why don't you double move to get yourself a little bit closer to Diesel?
Who's the look?
I mean, the
This is the
Wookiee's not
Wookiee.
going anywhere anytime soon, so
But is that the Wookiee?
that's the Wookiee,
That is
yes.
the Wookiee.
That's freaking hilarious. Okay, and I'm double timing it after
The
I grab
Wookiee
the sword.
currently has a hover car on top of him.
Yep.
So Golda, just keep in mind that you had to pause to pick up the sword, so to move again, you would have to take the 2 strain.
Yep.
And the driver of the vehicle is shaking his fist at you for shooting his car.
he was
Okay.
rubbernecking and not paying
Mandalorian.
attention. He was rubbernecking and flew into the Wookiee.
Right?
Not our
And there's all kinds of commotion coming in and out of the casino at the moment. Pictures are being taken. So top of the order, who's doing what?
Me. Picking up the body and
You're
starting to
gonna
move
throw
in
him
this
over your
direction.
shoulder?
Yep.
What is your brawn, by the way?
3.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I just want to make sure you weren't some like pencilly armed brawn 1.
Right. It's kind of why I moved to the body. I knew that I probably, if I'm not tied for, have the highest brawn to go after him. So
I'm
Now
brawn
the
3
question
too.
is, what is your encumbrance currently?
oh boy. So I am at 8 of 11.
Okay, that gives you just enough to be able to manhandle a body.
Excellent.
Okay. So you picked him up, and what are you doing?
I'm moving in this direction.
Okay. We will, instead of making you drag the body around, we will give you an icon. Let's see if we can find a good body icon. There you go. Falling person's icon. Okay. There's some stuff happening inside. There's some yelling, some screaming. Security guys are reshuffling around. These security guys are out here shouting. So who's going next?
I'd like to go next, just so I can keep moving and drawing these people. So, all right, give me a second. All right, I was just checking that. All right, and let's go ahead and.
These Aqualish are yelling into their wrists like Secret Service agents, saying, "Bring us a hover car."
I'm gonna shoot the first set.
Oh, damn.
And gotta slow them down a little bit. Make sure they're not paying attention to the other stuff. What's that?
You're at medium range.
Yep. All right. Ready?
Not yet. Hold on. Are you aiming?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, then we are set. As you burn your second of 3 disorients.
Yep. All right. There we go. Wow.
As you fire off your freeze ray and it just kind of like randomly shoots, some fluffs of ice come landing down. Obviously, you shake your helmeted head because that disorient must be just enough to mess you up right now.
Pretty much. All right. And then.
I'm gonna say, Jeff, are you doing laundry? It sounds like a dryer.
No, there's a jet flying over my head, over my house.
Oh. Nice. All right. That's my turn.
Okay, needless to say, they will continue pursuing you, spending all of their action chasing you like the crazy 88s.
Thank God they all wait one at a time to attack us. That was one of my favorite parts of that movie. I was just like, what are they doing? And I was like, oh, it's a Hong Kong movie. Of course they are.
And they're all shouting right before they charge.
Yeah, so you know which way they're coming from. Like,
exactly.
Honorable.
Hong Kong movie rules. So who is going next? As you guys totally see Diesel jump out there and immediately he's being chased by a bunch of guys.
I'm gonna continue to exit stage right.
Which direction
stage
are you
right already? Where?
Droid.
Right? Where is, like, do we have an escape vector, or is our plan to scatter?
Well,
No, we should all be generally moving in this direction.
Oh, well, nobody told me that direction. Why that direction?
Well, I'm assuming that's not, I'm almost positive that's the direction we came from, so that's the direction we need to leave in.
Yeah, you guys, your hotel is literally across the street this direction.
Well, we're not obviously going to the hotel. We're going to go to our ship, which is what direction?
Which is completely other direction, about 2 miles away. But you could try to hail a taxi, or you could at gunpoint try to carjack somebody.
I mean, first order of business is to take care of these guys too, otherwise they're just going to keep chasing after us.
As the last group here turns around and goes, "There's more Mandalorians out here."
Very bright.
They've made an observation.
And one of them's carrying a body.
So Chad's totally like, I got the sword later. Who's going next? You guys are on both sides of the hover vehicle that's just shaking, and you hear the Wookiee roars.
I think it's just Kelly and Jeff that have to go, yeah?
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to
Move and shoot, move and shoot.
Have to be a wool blanket. Run!
So let's see here. So these are still all the
There's
guys
about
that we
be
have
some
to,
people coming out
and
of
they're in
this
the
door
direction that
to
we're
save
going.
They're the
Sorry,
people
what?
following me. They're wanting to pummel on me.
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm going to shoot the first one here. And I'm going to aim
this one.
Nope, top one.
this one. Sort of like, I'm hoping that if I do well enough, I knock him down and then they trip over him. You know, type of thing.
Okay, so you're shooting at the first group of 3, because remember, each token is a group of 3.
Yes.
Okay, and they're at medium range.
You ready?
I am now, and you're aiming.
And I still hit. Yes, I did aim.
I love how you asked if I'm ready, and you didn't wait for the
Said
answer.
a while ago that I was aiming, and
Well, how about you roll a blue dice, because since that's not on your pool.
so how do I roll a blue die?
You
I
scroll
Up at
to
the top of your sheet,
character sheet.
there's
Top left-hand corner, there's the blue box. Click that
Yep.
to a 1, and then click outside the box, and click the D20 shape.
in the middle. Yep.
There you go.
Hey,
Now take that one out of there, otherwise it'll
Yeah.
pop up on all your other rolls.
Okay.
So 12 points of damage.
Yeah. And
Here's one.
I could crit basically.
You could crit, which since they are minions, will kill the third one of the group. Do you want to do that?
Let's kill him.
You take one shot and it goes through all 3 Aqualists, just ripping through them as the group that's in the very rear looks at the guys that just got viscerated, and then look over at you and see your smoking barrel, and then they're like, I said there was more Mandalorians.
Turns out you were right, buddy.
Their brass
So Kelly, I
right.
would
blaster pistols are not that impressive.
They said hello.
Kelly,
Good
I would
spot,
advise on spending 2 strain and moving up.
Okay, hold on. Come on, mouse.
Yep. Right to there.
I figured that's what you were going for, so I figure I'll put it out there for you.
Can't believe that was a total white roll. Was looking for some advantage.
No advantage for you. Okay, so that leads to the something is going on inside. You guys see above you a duo of hover vehicles going up to like the 5th or 6th floor. You're not quite sure. And some people jumping into the open hover vehicles up above. Hopefully, if you got some plan to do something, you can do something quick.
Yeah, go into common buildings and or alleyways where people are.
So Bram, that's your turn. What are you gonna do? You
I'm
gonna say
gonna
hi to the
do a-
Wookiee underneath there?
I'm gonna do a move and shoot, and I'm gonna go at this, these guys.
The hesitant ones.
As he laughs at the Wookiee as he runs by.
Yep.
Giggle.
You've dishonored the Wookiee. He will not forget.
Okay.
Okay,
And,
your pool is ready. Unless you want to take 2 strain for an aim.
I'll take 2 strain for an aim.
Now your pool is ready for that.
All right.
Damn.
Nice.
Okay, so you shoot this group here, and it burns a blaster hole bolt through the guts of 2 of them that go down screaming. There is one of them still left in that trio, and he's very alone. He's like, meep.
Maybe he should have made better life choices.
That's what I'm saying.
Picked a better set of friends.
Yeah,
He's
like
wondering
not
if
chase
he
after
should've-
Wookiees. I mean,
Should have
Mendos.
made better
Mandalorian.
life day choices.
Yeah.
He was obviously not raised right.
Mhm.
Okay, some things are happening. It's the top of the order. What are you guys doing?
Jim, can I actually shoot? Do I have this guy over
Depends.
one shoulder so that I can use?
One-armed weapon or a 2-armed weapon?
It is. It's a blaster carbine.
Okay, I like how I ask you 2 questions and you give me a it is.
So to be more specific, is it a heavy or a light?
No, that's not how that works, Dave. See, that's where your mistake is. Is it just because it's ranged light doesn't mean that it's a one-armed weapon, and if it's heavy, it's a two-armed. If you look in the descriptions in the books, it actually says whether or not things are one-handed or two-handed. My understanding is that a regular blaster carbine can be shot one-handed.
It can. We've in fact seen in A New Hope they shoot it one-handed.
Yep.
They miss, but they shoot it one-handed. So yes, if it's a blaster carbine you have, yes.
Yep. All right.
And who are you shooting?
I'm gonna shoot this group, but I don't think they're in short range. So I'm gonna move first. Yeah, that's only 20. That's 20. 25 is medium. What's that?
30 is short.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I will stay. I will aim. I will shoot. Oh, you beat me to it.
I beat you to it. And are you aiming?
Yep.
Oh, look at how much strain I'm making you suffer. Okay, I got your dice pool ready.
I haven't to spend any strain on it yet.
I mean, the fact that you're
God
standing
damn
there
it.
out in the open.
You and those downgrades have really gotten me tonight. That is the second despair I've gotten.
So you totally take out 2 of the guys, but one is still alive.
Number 5 is alive, Stephanie.
What would you like for your 2 advantage?
For 2 advantage, I would like to perform an immediate free maneuver.
Isn't that 3 advantage?
Nope. 2.
Okay, what are you doing?
I am moving. Once I figure out, there we go. That's the. And 30 gets me back behind Bram because I've got the body. I've got the body.
Okay. So you hustle that direction as immediately for your despair, just because it totally works. You totally see the 2 hover vehicles floating above you at medium range as you see 4 sets of heads poking over each one of the speeders, pointing and saying, "There they are! Drop the one that has his body!"
Drop the one that has his body.
Apparently, we're getting another public
Hey,
safety alert.
Yeah, Jeff and Gunter, and I think Dave, don't go driving on Tangerine.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know. I've
Yeah,
been
I think
aware of it.
I think there's a dead body out there now.
No,
Oh, God.
no dead body. It was basically a bus that flipped.
Bus.
because
Oh,
of
shit.
an SUV
Yeah.
that cut it off.
Yeah.
And they detained the SUV driver, the bus. No critical injuries, but over 24 students with everything from minor to severe injuries.
No, I thought I saw one that was
Yeah.
critical, but maybe I was wrong. But yeah,
I mean, it's
traffic.
possible they upgraded one, but the last time I looked,
Yeah.
it was
Always be
nothing worse than
upgraded.
severe.
Traffic
'cause
was
that's-
closed both directions on the freeway.
Yep.
Oof.
Yep.
Well, think of how many
They-
medics are going to be needing to go out there to pick up people.
To take care of these kids.
Yep.
It's going to suck for that SUV driver's insurance.
Yep.
It's gonna suck for their whole life. Like when you are that reckless, I don't
Yep.
I don't begrudge anything bad that happens to you.
So you now have two vehicles floating overhead that clearly saw you take that shot and know you are the asshole that killed and took the body of their friend.
Friend or boss?
No, definitely just
Or
friend.
hired.
Is it all the people from the that were at the casino with them?
Some of the friends that went upstairs for the casino got in their vehicles.
Got it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Big red bullseye.
Right.
So Jim,
top of
question.
the-
There was this speeder that that fell on top of this Wookiee. Is it disabled?
It's disabled as long as the Wookiee is disabled. How'd you like that answer?
If we flip it over to try and use it, then the
Well,
Wookiee's free.
it's not upside down. It's just sitting on the Wookiee. So if
It's distracting the
you could
Wookiee for
by
us.
all means throw the driver out, commandeer this vehicle. I mean, it's going to require a pilot roll to see if you can get it started, and who knows what'll happen if you take off and the Wookiee's stuck on the back of this thing.
Nothing good, I'm assuming.
I mean, you could try to ditch your pursuers in the crowds. You could try diving into a building. You have skills. You can use them.
Yep.
You can be super clever and run back into the casino, because who would think that?
Except we're a bunch of Mandos, so it's not like we can slip into the crowd or anything. So
we can duck into. I say we have two choices. We can either take this guy's car. I mean, shooting the Wookiee off between all the people that have guns wouldn't be that difficult. Or we can duck into the nearest building, which is kind of what we were moving to do. Duck into our hotel and go out the back
waiting
door.
to see what happens when you guys roll an athletic or coordination to run across traffic.
I'm trying to not necessarily distance myself from you guys, but I'm trying to, because I clearly look just like you. But I'm trying to make it seem like we're not like necessarily part of the same group, if that's possible. So if you guys are ducking behind something or ducking into a building, I'm gonna be right there with you. But I'm also, because I have our actual objective in hand, I don't want to take a chance of losing it because of an incautious action on my part.
I agree with that. You don't have a gun at all, do you?
I do have a gun. I just prefer to hit things. Stop mocking me, Blake.
She's got anger management issues.
That's right. So that is I have weapons. I just am really good at brawling.
Yeah, choose not to use them. Got it.
She's got a lot of anger issues, and hands-on helps, temper that.
So we're at the top of the order, Jim, or no? Because I just went, right? So second to top of the order. Who's going next?
I don't necessarily want to get completely away from you guys. Are we going to head this way, guys, or this way?
We're heading more this way.
All right.
Wait, back towards the casino?
Well, our plane
This
is over
way.
here.
Where's our plane?
This way. I'm making the pink color.
Our ship
is miles away.
Right.
Mhm.
Our hotel is across the street this way. We have access to our hotel. And our ship is way, 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 way past the casino in the opposite direction of where we're going.
I was with Jeff. I don't think we should jump into our hotel because all we're doing is putting ourselves in an enclosed situation where everybody knows where we went.
Well, except that you want to get out of sight from the transports that are carrying a bunch of dudes.
Yeah,
well,
pop
we
shot
can
at
go
you,
into the
so.
hotel next to our hotel, I guess.
Just go through our hotel, out the back door, hopefully into a parking garage, and steal a vehicle.
All right. I'm going to shoot a group and then move so I don't have them mob on me. So, I'm going to shoot the group of 3 there.
The large group.
Yeah.
All right. And are you aiming?
No. It already takes a strain just to shoot, so no.
Okay, I got your upgrade in there.
All right.
As you bring balance to the force.
So 10 points with 5 soak. Or I mean, 5
Okay.
pierce.
5 pierce. As you freeze ray through 2 of these guys.
Freeze
Get
ray.
the strain back. And then I'm going to move, I guess, to here.
They are super annoyed by how slippery you are.
And if there's somewhere to get under an awning or anything, I'm in that direction. Since we don't have any other effects here, I try to do that if possible.
Okay. Unfortunately, there's no aerial cover yet. But on the plus side, the guys in the speeders aren't paying attention to you.
Yeah, good.
And my poor Aqualists are now 3 groups of 1 individual. As they are tired of pursuing you, and they will reach into their coats and pull out their blaster pistols. As they've realized you're like half frog, they're not going to be able to chase you down. So they will whip out their pistolas, and they will each take a turn shooting at you.
1 defense.
And you have 1 range defense, right?
See.
I will give that to the first one. He needs all the help he can do to hit something. As he will hit you.
For 7.
For 7 points before soak.
Okay.
Then the next one will shoot at you.
Jesus Christ.
And will apparently be very angry at you for murdering his brothers. And will hit you for 7 points plus a crit.
Hey, maybe you'll take 1 strain for every action you do.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
As you
What?
turn back at them last minute, as the shot hits you right in your T visor. And the flash of light, all of a sudden, all you can see is swirling lights as you are blinded.
Ugh.
Mm,
Kidding me?
You guys see him shaking his dazed head, but now he has been blinded by concussion.
you guys are welcome. Better make it work.
And the third guy is going to take his shot with a blue from his buddy. As he will miss you because you staggered around drunkenly blinded, as he misses you horribly, but will knock you prone for 3.
Of course. Why did I get
As
all?
you hear the Duracrete ground just shatter at your feet, and when you step in it, it makes a clunky clunk sound, and you trip and stumble.
I don't know why I got turned upside down, but that's all right. It's still not square.
And you guys are clearly hearing the guys that are 3 floors above you on those vehicles pointing out that guy right there with the guy on his shoulder. Drop that guy. Who's going next?
What were these others? Because my other thing is off now. What was that?
What do you mean?
The frightened. That was my black.
The last black you have is for the disorient. You got
Right, and that
one
was this.
last
This was round
disorient
3.
left.
No, that was this round.
So yeah, you want to take off the little ninja head.
The ninja head. Okay, that's why I wanted to make sure which symbol.
Yeah, the prone is the down on your knees with arrows in your back.
What's the other one? The little yellow.
Oh, you
shooter.
can take that one off too.
Okay. Cool.
So who's going next, guys?
So it's Talek and Bram that have to go next, right? Chaff, you went already?
Yep.
I have not run again.
Oh yeah, okay. We still have 3 left this turn. Yeah, so it's the 3 of you. Yeah. I went. Diesel went.
So hold it. Who do we have still?
So
Me.
you, Golda, and Jeff still have to go.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot.
Do it.
I'm gonna shoot. Hold it. Is this guy still alive?
That guy in the
guy's
back
still alive.
still has 1 guy up. Yeah, but leave because you're better at longer range, right? So I would
Yeah.
go for one of the back 2.
Yeah, let's go for this.
Leave Bram to the.
Yeah, I'll be
Although
going
Bram, how far is it from you to that back guy? You might be short range to him still, in which case Kelly could shoot one of the closer 2. Yeah, he's short range to you. So why don't Kelly? Why don't you shoot either
Shoot this one.
one of those 2? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got your pool ready. Are you aiming?
Yeah,
Or
I
are you
can
saving
aim.
that? Okay, I got the blue in there for you. The long pause as she lines up that shot. Sweet Jesus. Okay, and which one is it that you vaporize, and how gory is it?
This one right here. And it's so gory that it bathes the guy behind totally in viscera.
They totally weren't even paying attention as the shot just rips through the guy.
And
Turns
I
around
can,
and realizes you just murdered his cousin.
yep,
So Kelly,
yeah.
you can use those 2 advantage to get a free maneuver instead of spending 2 strain on it, and start moving
And start
yourself up this
moving.
way. Yep.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, and who's going next?
I'll go next, and like I said, I'll go after that guy. I am going to take an aim. And a light side point.
Okay, I got the blue and the upgrade in there for you.
All right.
Nice.
Okay, what does it look like when you take him out in one beautifully placed heavy blaster pistol shot?
I like pretty little headshots. Just it goes right through the forehead, and you get that nice little hole so you can see through to the other side.
A very polite, and his legs go limp like a chicken as he falls down with his own momentum.
So speech is free.
Speech is free.
Chaff, help Dizo.
So, okay.
Go move over to him and help him to move in the direction we're going, because he can't see shit.
Yeah, everything's upgraded twice and 3 times for perception
All right.
or
So I'm over here with Diza with my arm, and I'm going to bodily hoof him up. I have a brawn of 3.
Okay, you can easily one-arm him, as a friend, and then oof him onto his feet, saying, "We must get out of here, my friend."
Right? And under my breath, I'm like, Dizo, like, follow my lead.
Yep. Don't have
All
much
right.
choice.
It's too appropriate not to put the bleeding eye there.
Is
As you
it,
see his visor all jacked up.
Can we start moving, or because
If
Dizo's
you're
already
willing to
taken
take-
his round?
If you're willing to take 2 strain, I'll let you drag his butt away.
All right, I'll take it. So Dizo, come with me.
And Bram, are you going anywhere, or are you staying at your buddy's side?
At the moment, I really can't afford to take 2 more strain to to move, so I'm going to go next round.
Okay. So in that case, Chaff or let's say Chaff, because I'm pretty sure Dizo doesn't want to make a dice roll right now. Give me,
No.
Are you trying to blend in with the crowd or run away?
It's a mixture. I'm trying to blend in with the crowd so that we can dodge into a building
Oops.
and go through the building.
Okay, go ahead and give me a stealth for that. I'm just curious about, since you guys have separated, how out of sight, out of mind you are before we wrap up for the night. Oh, don't roll yet. I see someone spent an upgrade. Okay, you can roll.
That was me, because you asked somebody in metal to be stealthy. That's not something I put points to at all. I don't think. Okay, so let me look. Because I don't know if this is because I have bodyguard. So it's a part of my like characteristic that I would grab a friend and run.
Totally.
I reduce black die in athletics and coordination checks, so if that can help me at all.
Not in this situation.
Not for stealth. Nope.
I didn't think so, but if you don't ask, the answer is always no.
I mean, that would totally help if you want to run into traffic.
Yeah. No, doesn't help with stealth. Stealth specific.
So running, if we run into traffic,
if you run through traffic, you'd have to do an athletics or a coordination check to not get hit by a car.
I really don't want to get hit.
But this is just to get out of sight so the hover vehicles don't see you coming.
Okay, I'm actually pretty good at athletics because it's brawn based, but
okay.
Let's give it a shot. I mean, Lord knows we haven't rolled anything else good. So, what does this? And you asked for stealth.
This is just for my own peace of mind, so I know that if you guys, since you separated and peeled off from the others, if they
Hopefully ducked out
even
of sight.
noticed you guys out
Nice.
there.
I have
Okay,
one
so
success and one threat.
coincidentally, it is time to wrap up. But the guys on the hover vehicles don't know where the two of you got off to. They're more importantly caring about the eyes on the prize, which is murdering the guy who murdered their buddy. So weird, these Mandalorians are taking the bodies. They must be bounty hunters. But for the record, you two seem to be beyond their notice right now.
Good. I don't mind that at all.
Nope, me neither.
And that's a good time to wrap it up there. And I'm sure you're going to ask, because I know
Yep.
it's totally somebody's bedtime.
Yes.
So you did get the prize. So you're getting 15 XP.
And an
It
extra
may have
100
cost-
for April Fool's Day, right?
Exactly.
I'm going to
is-
Which
take
is
away
0.
25.
Yeah, which is actually
yeah.
April Fool's 100, which is 0. So
Right.
hey, I'm okay, man. I only got 3 crits, 3 purple and 1 2 purple. I'm good.
One that you're constantly straining
I
out,
s-
trying to do any actions.
If I do, actually, I still got 10 wounds and 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4 strain.
Good night, Kelly.
Good night.
Hi, Kelly.
I'm fine.
Your success rate, quote unquote, is for getting that one that causes you strain for every action is 100% per scenario right now.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Uh,
Yeah, that really
All
sucks.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys,
All
I
right.
got to bounce out because Kelly's coming to bed, and I'm
All
in
right.
her
Yep.
way. All right, have a good night, guys.
Good
Night.
night, you
everybody.
too. Good to game again, everybody. Have
Yep.
a good night, all.
All right,
Yep.
bye.
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 And hey, guys, we'll be back tomorrow night for our Wednesday night Star Wars one shots. If you want to check it out, we'll be back at 9 p.m. logging on to Discord and playing on Twitch. Alrighty, guys, thank you for watching and have a great evening and happy April Fool's Day. Hopefully, nobody got you with any good ones.